still has that shoulder protection. And here comes Johnny Nova from behind on ERA. Nova not even waiting for his introduction, going right to work on him with right hands. What's he doing there? Nova has that tape wrapped around the throat of ERA. Referee unable to do anything. Of course, this is a no disqualification contest. I like to see this match get back in the ring. But into that corner post. It appears they will be taking place on the outside.
Wait a minute, where are you going?
At least, wait a minute. Johnny Nova grabbing the...
I'll do my own introduction.
Give me a break.
Of Port St. Lucie, Florida, making my way to the ring from Delaware County, Pennsylvania. Always over, Johnny Nova.
There you go. Right hand by ERA. Nova taking the time to introduce himself, giving ERA an opportunity to recover. Now ERA with right hands. And wait a minute, Johnny Nova now beyond the barricade into the crowd here. A standing room only crowd in Port St. Lucie. Into the door. ERA now all over Johnny Nova. Turnabout is fair play, no disqualification. The fans looking on here. We need to get security over there. Make sure nobody gets hurt. Somebody just handed something to ERA. ERA just nailed Nova. I don't know if that was some kind of container or what was in it. Nova now in trouble. ERA all over him. Slams his head into that metal table. ERA now with Johnny Nova up against the wall here. Having words with Johnny Nova. Nova retreating now back towards the ring. Hopefully get this thing back inside the barricades at the very least. In the ring at the very best. Nova lying on his back as ERA just pounds away. First with a stomp to the midsection, followed up by a bunch of right hands. Nova now back inside the guardrails. ERA leaping over the guardrails himself. Thankfully, none of our fans were injured in that onslaught on the outside of the ring. Oh, look out. Nova grabbing the front of the tights of ERA and slamming him right into those steel steps. And that shot right to the shoulder, the injured shoulder of ERA. Finally, Nova has his ring jacket off. Looks like he has his arm trapped in between the ring and those stairs. And that's going to do a lot of damage to that already injured arm and shoulder area of ERA. Of course, this match can end fall by pinfall or submission. So Nova will be well served to get ERA back in the ring, or at least he has an opportunity to pin him. As you see, Johnny Nova standing over ERA with both hands raised. Finally now, ERA back in the ring with a little help from Nova. Our referee in there now. And finally, now sounding for the bell. ERA with a shot, not much behind it, having very little effect. And again, Nova going to work on that right shoulder, that injured arm and shoulder of ERA. Has it wrapped around the rope, yanking for all he's worth. He could very well get a submission out of that. ERA, not the kind of guy that's going to quit, not ever, but he's got to play it smart too. You don't want a permanent injury that puts you out of wrestling for good, or puts you on the shelf for a long period of time too. ERA able to power out. ERA now with a left hand to the midsection. That one having a little bit of effect. And that right hand, I think, did more damage to ERA than it did to Johnny Nova. ERA trying to create a little bit of separation, giving Nova a shove, but Nova right back on him. And again, choking, I believe, with that tape, that wrist tape. ERA in serious trouble here, and the referee can only look on and ask ERA if he wants to give up. Again, this is a no disqualification contest. There is no count out. The only way to win is by pinfall or submission. And again, you see Nova standing over ERA, and he paid for it that time as ERA got that leg up with a low blow. And all of it legal. Left hand again by ERA. Once more. And now a right. But you see him again clutching that arm, and Nova, a straight boot right to that shoulder again. ERA writhing in pain. And into that second turnbuckle again with the shoulder. Johnny Nova, give credit where credit is due. He has a definite strategy in this match. He's been relentless, and it's a smart strategy. Does not look good for ERA right now. Johnny Nova well.
Calling all future stars of professional wrestling, the CCW Training Facility is open in South Florida. If it has always been your dream to enter the squared circle, then the CCW Training Facility is the first step in making that dream come true. All of our trainees will participate at our live events and be part of our weekly TV show. Classes are forming now for referees, managers, and for male and female wrestlers. Call 954-397-6421. or visit our website at ccwrestlingfl.com and find out how you can make an impact on the pro wrestling scene. Call or click today.
To inflict as much punishment and pain as he can on his former partner. Goes for the cover. One. Got a 2 count. Nova now. Giving ERA some breathing room, and I'm not sure why. He's been aggressive. Oh, here he is again. With that. I'm not sure it doesn't look like tape. I think he's got some kind of cord there. I can't really quite tell from my vantage point what that is. ERA now back to his feet. Blocks the right hand, and Nova delivers one of his own. And again, that one with a left-handed chop. And again, blocking that. Here comes ERA now. 4 or 5 successive blows, sends Nova in for the ride. Double axe handle to the chest, puts Nova on his back, and again, the adrenaline flowing now, taking away some of that pain possibly. ERA charging in, big splash in the corner. Does he have enough to put Johnny Nova away now while he's got him on the ropes? ERA mounting on the second rope, looking for some leverage, going to work with left hands. As the crowd counts along, gets up to a 10 count of left hand to the top of the head of Johnny Nova. ERA now with some momentum and a big clothesline. And again, he used that right arm. That's a huge mistake in my estimation. Do whatever you can to protect that arm. Don't use it for offense unless you can help it. Goes for the cover. 1, 2. Nova able to get that shoulder up. What a tremendous matchup we're seeing so far here. It's been a lot of brutality. Johnny Nova, ERA, former tag team partners. No disqualification matchup at our anniversary event here in Port St. Lucie. ERA now fired up. He'd be better served to hit Johnny Nova rather than the mat. Nova now back to his feet. out of the way of that clothesline. Uh-oh, look out. Shoulder breaker. Again, very smart move by Johnny Nova. Goes for the cover. 1, 2. ERA showing guts and intestinal fortitude. Able to get that shoulder up once again. Oh, he's got a cross arm breaker. If he can get it all the way extended, ERA grasping his fingers. He rolls him up. 1, 2. Nova able to get out of it. Nova now with that right arm once again. ERA, Uranagi. But again, that shoulder giving him lots and lots of problems. Unable to capitalize, unable to make the cover. Nova lying prone in the center of the ring, and ERA writhing in pain once again. He's inching his way over there. Makes the cover. 1, 2. Nova able to power out. Goes for the cover once more. 2 count. And Nova powers out once again. ERA now back to his feet. He desperately needs to follow up. His offense has been good when it's in effect, but he's given too much breathing room to Johnny Nova. And again, a right hand. Nova retreating to the corner. Now ERA going to work with boots to the midsection and the chest area. Now stopping away. I don't understand why ERA is not pulling Nova into the center of the ring, going for the cover. He's giving him way too much opportunity to recover. Finally now, ERA dragging Nova back to his feet. Sets him up on that top turnbuckle. Nova, though, blocking that right hand and kicking the shoulder. Nova now standing on the second rope. ERA out of the way. Nova leapfrogging him, but he landed hard on that left leg. Appears to have buckled his knee. Now the referee's stopping him, and I don't understand this. The referee should not be interrupting him at all. This is a no disqualification match. Either he's giving up or he's not. This does not make any sense to me, not whatsoever. Referee asking Nova if he wants to give up. That's a simple decision. It's either yes or no. For her to be protecting Nova now makes no sense to me at all. And now Nova taking advantage of that extra time and booting ERA once again. I believe it was in the shoulder once more. ERA in trouble, in desperate trouble as Nova continues to abuse that shoulder. I don't know if ERA has enough to get a victory in this match. And there you see again Johnny Nova with that cord wrapped around the throat of ERA. ERA looks like he has his fingers in there blocking that choke, using that second rope for some momentum. Rolling through, and now it looks like he's reversed it. Now has that cord wrapped around the throat of Johnny Nova. ERA now wrapping it around. He's got it wrapped around really good. Looks like it went around 2 or 3 times. Nova could possibly pass out here. This could be the end. ERA has lots of momentum here and lots of leverage. Johnny Nova, I believe, has called it quits. The referee counting. I'm not understanding. Did she call for the bell or didn't she? She did call for the bell. The winner of the match, ERA. All right, wrestling fans, we'll be right back. More action from the Mid-Florida Event Center at Anniversary 19.
Choose MRE Whole Food Protein Shake. MRE Protein Shake is packed with 25 grams of whole food protein to help you rebuild and recover. And with zero whey protein, it's gentle on your stomach so you can feel your best and show up again tomorrow.
To the ring is the challenger, Jade from New York. My first opportunity to see her in action. I've heard great things about her. Coastal Championship Wrestling's Championship Committee seeing fit to bring her in and give her a title shot. She's got to be impressive. She looks to be in good shape. We'll see if she has the experience necessary to take that title away from one of the most wily veterans in all of Coastal Championship Wrestling, Marina Tucker. Tucker, of course, a three-time women's champion.
And her opponent, making her way to the ring from the Motor City, she is the CCW Women's Champion, the Detroit Barbie, Marina Tucker.
Well, here comes the champ. Stepping through that curtain, holding that title high in the air. As I said earlier, a wily veteran, but man, oh man, does she have an attitude and a half. She's incredibly impressed with herself. One of the dirtiest fighters you'll ever see in that CCW squared circle. And the way she treats the referee and her opponents, the disdain and the total lack of respect, really puts an exclamation point. And then you see her throwing her jacket at the referee. Holding that title high in the air. Without a doubt, a fighting champion and a force to be reckoned with here in the women's division. She sits atop of the heap. Our only three-time women's champion in our long 19-year history. Referee calls for the bell. This one is underway. Challenger Jade giving away a lot of experience to our champion. As you see Tucker ducking underneath that tie-up, the waist lock, amateur-style takedown, and just, again, displaying her lack of respect as she steps on the back of her challenger. Jade, though, now with a side headlock. You saw just a moment ago, handful of hair by Tucker. Tucker escapes, but she's at the receiving end of a big shoulder tackle, and down she goes. Tucker sidesteps her, and again, this time underneath that elbow and grabbing the arm. Sends her for a ride. Crossbody by Jade, two. Wow, that was close. Had it been later in the match, she might have had her. Now drops a leg across the chest. And now an elbow drop, but Tucker out of the way. Ooh, running uppercut form, really caught her. Snapmares are over. Tucker now. Basement dropkick connects. Back. Tucker with that body slam. Off the ropes with some momentum. Round off elbow drop. Nicely done by the champion. Goes for the cover. 1, 2. Didn't bother to hook a leg. And she paid for it. Jade able to kick out. Jade now trying to create some separation as you see her retreat to the corner. But Tucker not giving her any breathing room. In fact, Tucker now going up to the second rope for some momentum. But Jade, look out. Nicely done. Went between the legs, yanked the leg out from underneath of Marina Tucker. Tucker connected head first into that top turnbuckle. She might be hurt. Jade now has the crowd behind her. Nice clothesline. And again, this one with even more momentum. She's waiting for Tucker to back to her feet, boot to the midsection. She was looking for a face buster there, but she lost her on the way down. Didn't get the effect out of that one that she wanted. Tucker now back to her feet. Jade lying in wait underneath that clothesline. Has her hooked. Dropped the elbow across the chest. 1, 2. Wow, that was close. Tucker able to power out, holding on to that title. Jade now, the challenger. Could be feeling victory in her grasp. She was looking for a fisherman neck breaker. Tucker, though, snap suplex. Tucker able to spin out of that neck breaker attempt and is back in control. Tucker looking for the coup de grace here, but Jade elbowing her way out of it. Oh, Tucker! Tucker all the way almost to the outside. I'm not sure if that was inadvertent or excellent veteran ring positioning, but she prevented from being covered. And now Tucker taking advantage of the ring positioning once again. Oh, good night. That's going to do it. Turns her over, hooks the leg. 1, 2, and 3. Marina Tucker retaining the CCW Women's Championship. But let me give a slight tip of the hat to Jade, the challenger. She put up quite a fight, and I'm sure we'll be seeing more of her in Coastal Championship Wrestling. And there you see the referee trying to raise the hand of Marina Tucker. Tucker just shoving her away. Showing once again why she's one of the most arrogant people I've ever met in my entire life. All right, wrestling fans, Tucker retains, and we'll be right back with more action from the Mid-Florida Event Center.
Want to be a mark? Or do you want to leave a mark?
I'm smarter than the average bear.